All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the Tennessee Titans because nobody, except for Titan fans, believe in this football team, and it makes zero sense to me. It makes zero sense to me. And anywhere, whether it's, I'm watching like somebody on TV, I'm reading an article, whatever it is, whenever they talk about the Tennessee Titans, I'm like, you're wrong. Like, you're quite literally wrong. So one of the reasons I'm making this video tonight is because I was reading an article on a respected media site, and here's one of the funny things I thought. It was about all these teams that should rebuild this upcoming season. One of the sentences in it was, Tannehill's season-ending foot injury did play a role in Tennessee's struggles. You think? So, but guys, before we get any further in the video, the Tennessee Titans last season were 7-3. They were 7-3, okay? And they lost their last 7 games, but they were 7-3. They were an extremely injured team. And Ryan Tannehill, your starting quarterback, I think him getting injured, I think that might play a role. So the article finishes with the funniest sentence I've ever read in my entire life. The worst thing head coach DeMeco Ryans could do this season is go 7-10. So there you have it. People are oblivious. They're completely oblivious. The Tennessee Titans will win double-digit games this upcoming season. I won't go as far to say as they're my division leader. I feel more trustworthy for Tennessee having a better or longer season than the Jacksonville Jaguars this upcoming year. However, Jacksonville's an impressive team. But before we get any further into tonight's video, if you guys do enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. I do post a bunch of Titans videos, covered the team last season as well. I love you guys so much. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button if you haven't already. If you try and get this video to 250 likes, that would mean the absolute world to me. So some nitpicks that you see when you're reading like a Tennessee Titans article or a video or whatever it is it's like, the offense is just getting old. There's no weapons on the offense. They're just getting old. So we take a look on paper. All right. Well, Ryan Tannehill gets very disrespected in the league. I'm not saying he's Patrick Mahomes, but this is a guy who's had a very successful career, especially when it comes to winning. Ryan Tannehill wins. Since he got to Tennessee, he's just won. He's 36-19. In his career as the Tennessee Titans starter. The Titans are 2 years removed from being the number 1 seed in the AFC. They won 12 games. They started last year 7-3. So on paper, I just don't even get it. It just doesn't make sense to me on paper. You still have Derrick Henry, right? Still have the best running back in the National Football League. Maybe not last year statistically, but I'm pretty sure everyone's going to take 1,500 plus rushing yards and 13 touchdowns. People think that Derrick Henry entering free agency is the end of the Tennessee Titans. Well, there's a very real reason why they drafted Tyjae Spears, who, by the way, in their last preseason game, lit it freaking up. He lit it freaking up. I want both of them. BOAF. Give me both of them. That's a loaded running back room. If you don't know Tyjae Spears, if you don't watch the last Titans preseason game, in his last year at Tulane, he had almost 1,800 yards from scrimmage. He had almost 1,600 total rushing yards. Anyone want to take a guess at how many rushing touchdowns Tyjae Spears had on Tulane last season? Take a guess right now in your head. The answer is 19. 19. Yeah, 19. So, yeah, I'm feeling good about the long-term trajectory. Even if Derrick Henry isn't on the Tennessee Titans next season, I feel fine. But the point is, that's a loaded running back room. If Derrick freaking Henry, and now you have the guy who's next up in Tyjae Spears. So the big-time acquisition was DeAndre Hopkins. When you look at it on paper, the receiving core for Tennessee is solid with the addition of DeAndre Hopkins. I wasn't feeling great about it before DeAndre got over, but the addition of DeAndre Hopkins, I mean, if you have a healthy D-Hop, you're getting at least 1,200 receiving yards this upcoming season with Ryan Tannehill. Well, Treylon Burks is going to have a huge breakout sophomore campaign, obviously, if he can stay healthy, first and foremost, but just the pressure that DeAndre Hopkins is going to command, even if he's not getting double teamed every single play, if he's not getting double teamed every red zone opportunity, it just is general going to open up the field for Treylon Burks. So he's licking his chops. But you got nice pieces like Kyle Phillips. I'm big on Nick Westbrook-Akine. I thought he had some great catches last year. I'm thinking, what was it, that Broncos game where he had 2 touchdowns? And then you've got a beautiful tight end who had the most slept on rookie season I could possibly think of for tight ends in Okonkwo. I mean, Okonkwo is a dog, and you got the best guard in the draft in Peter Skoronski. So, yeah, I think Tennessee's just fine offensively. I have no concerns offensively. You know, people are concerned about their defense. I think if you're concerned about their defense, I don't think you've watched Tennessee Titans football. They're loaded defensively. In fact, they are by far the best rushing defense in the National Football League. Like, by far. Last season, they were number one. They gave up 1,300 rushing yards. I mean, that is by far the best rushing defense in the National Football League. Well, the big nitpick with Tennessee, in fact, in that article I was reading, it was like, they were dead last in passing yards last season. They did nothing to improve it. So apparently Sean Murphy-Bunting doesn't exist, right? So we'll forget about Sean Murphy-Bunting coming on over to Tennessee because, apparently it didn't happen. Well, speaking of the Titans secondary, I can think of two players off the top of my head, Amani Hooker and Christian Fulton, who did not play for like half of the year. So yeah, I think if you're missing two starters on your secondary, defensively, you might struggle. Right, you might struggle in the passing game, and then I'm not even forgetting about guys like Roger McCreary, who had a great season last year as a rookie. He had 84 total tackles. This was the second-round draft pick out of Auburn. Like, I'm not concerned about the Titans secondary. So, if you can see the theme of this video, I was like, what's the big freaking deal? Where's all this Titans blasphemy coming from? On paper, they're freaking good, man. This Titans team was good last season. They were 7-3. They were one of the best teams in the AFC. I get it. Ryan Tannehill isn't, like I said, Patrick Mahomes. It's the same age as Kirk Cousins. It's the same age as Kirk. Ryan and Tannehill in the season, where they went 12-5, 21 touchdowns. He did have 14 interceptions. You definitely don't want to see 14 interceptions from Tannehill this past season, but the year before it, 33 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Like, Tannehill still has plenty of gas left in the tank for this season. So they're well coached. They have a new offensive coordinator. No disrespect to the past OC in Tennessee, but I never really thought he was the guy for the job. I think Tim Kelly is perfect. I really think Tim Kelly, the promotion to Tim Kelly was perfect. So they're well coached. They've got a running game. They have some talent on offense. They've got a bunch of talent on defense. What's the issue? Let me know what the issue is. So Titans fans are big on their team right now, as they should, but it seems like the NFL isn't, which is perfectly fine because that's kind of how Tennessee has always ran it, and they've been pretty good in the last many years. So that's it for tonight, man. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. If you guys want more Titans videos, let me know down below. But Titans fans, NFL fans, whatever fan you are, I want to hear from you down below. How many wins will the Tennessee Titans finish with this upcoming season? Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great rest of your night. Until next time, I'll catch you guys.